Hey everybody, it's the 3rd of April here, Camo Dave here. I'm not going to belabor the point here. We've talked an awful lot about Max and Lee and what happened more than a week ago there in Santa Barbara with the train and all that, and we've talked a lot about Dave 2D. So I'm not going to, I don't want to go into another video on that, but there's a couple points that that are sticking in my head right now, and I'm going to keep this real short. I'd like your comments below. That's all I want, is some comments, and because I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out. The first thing in my comment is, the first thing I'm thinking about is I hear an awful lot of people talking about Dave 2D that have never watched his channel. Okay, they've never watched one of his roasts. They don't know who he is. They certainly did not watch the video that he did a little more than a week ago regarding Max and Lee. I didn't watch it. I saw it pop up. I caught a few seconds of it. I don't watch Max and Lee, so a lot of what Dave 2D talks about, a lot of the roasts he does, I do watch some of them. I'm aware of what he does, but this particular roast was a channel that I didn't really watch, and so I didn't watch much of the video. So again, I am speaking from a certain degree of ignorance, but I think a lot of you guys are speaking from a certain degree of ignorance too, because we didn't watch the video. Now, it has been posted. I've heard it, read it in some places. Some people are posting it, and then it gets taken down. And anyway, but if you haven't watched the video, it's awful hard for you to make a judgment on Dave 2D. If you've never watched Dave 2D, his videos are gone. How do you really make a judgment on what he's doing? What I have seen of Dave 2D is, it's a channel that makes a parody fun of other YouTubers, which is totally fine, totally legal. I think it's cool. I don't have a problem with it. Most of the other people laugh at it, or sometimes if they get mad, they'll file copyright strikes and try to bullying strikes, and he's had some issues with that, and YouTube has a system for dealing with that. So whatever happened here, we don't know all the details. Everybody's rushing to judgment. Everybody's, there's a particular nomad that I do like. I'll mention. You want to listen to this too? Ed and Sue there, he's got a new channel name, whatever. Ed did a video, talking about, pretty hard on Dave 2D, and they're both here now, huh? Okay. Talking about Dave 2D, and I don't think Ed's watched much Dave 2D, so it's kind of hard to make a judgment, and, if you don't know that much about a particular YouTube channel. I watch Dave 2D. I follow him a lot. I don't watch all of his roast videos, but he seems like a nice guy. I'm sure we don't agree on politics and stuff like that, because he does some political videos. There's a lot of YouTubers that I don't agree with him on a lot of issues, but I do find them oddly compelling. So I think we need to back away a little bit before we talk about, raging against, like, Dave 2D is responsible for your last week's events. We don't even know that. We don't even know that. We don't even know the whole story. So that's point one. Point two, the other thing I want to mention is Max has set up a GoFundMe that's raised about $98,000. He's asking for $1 million, so he's still quite a ways away. And where's the money going to go? To mental health awareness. That's what it says, okay, in bold letters. What is that? Is that a particular group? I looked for a group called Mental Health Awareness. There's no such group. It's just Mental Health Awareness. I really think if you're going to be raising that much money, you owe the donors a little bit of specifics about where the money's going to go. I don't know. Where does that $1 million or $98,000 going to go for mental health awareness? In a weird way, it seems like, we talk about everybody they're trying to get views off this whole situation. By the way, this video is unmonetized, so, it's not going to make me anything. But, I'm just saying, everybody's talking about it. They're getting views. Sometimes the videos are monetized. I just would like to know a little more from Max about where specifically this money's going to go. His campaign for mental health awareness, I don't know. I'm certainly not going to give any money to his particular campaign, although I am not against mental health awareness. But I really think if you're going to be doing a GoFundMe, public fundraiser for something like that, you really need to give a little more specifics about specifically, is there specific groups that are going to get the money? and then show some receipts and stuff so we know that the money went where it's supposed to go. But just to say mental health awareness, it's kind of vague. And it's amazing that $98,000 have been raised so far. GoFundMe needs to do a better job, too, to make sure some of these Fund Me campaigns are really legit. I don't know. They do take stuff down when I guess they get complaints, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, more questions and no answers. And, that's the problem we're going to have with this whole Max and Lee thing and Dave 2D thing. I think there's a lot of questions and no answers, and a lot of people are talking with not a lot of knowledge about what's really going on. And maybe we'll never know, but it's an interesting discussion, and it does bring up a lot of big issues about censorship and what YouTube's comments should be like, and whether people should be allowed to criticize, and whole society questions about how much freedom should we have. I don't know. All right, folks, that's it. I'm going to keep it short. Thank you for watching. You have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Let me know in the comments below. Again, we're getting some really interesting comments, and I'm really fascinated by reading them. It's a good issue. It's a very interesting. It's a good issue to talk about. Cyberbullying, YouTube comments, and channels that, and it's not just the critical channels, the troll channels. It's a lot of channels where they talk about other issues and they criticize other YouTubers and they criticize everybody else. Critical channels are a big part of YouTube. Should they remain? Should that be part of our freedom? Let me know. Thank you for watching Vlog Under. I just wanted to make a clarification here. I was just following up on it. This fundraiser here, Speak Up for Lee, GoFundMe, Max and Lee. This is the Max and Lee channel. They have a link to it here on the channel. GoFundMe, Speak Up for Lee. And when you go to that, it brings you this, okay? So I assume that Max is endorsing this. He's not actually the creator of it. Jordan Chew is organizing the fundraiser, okay? But they've currently raised $98,000. So again, I said that it was Max organizing the fundraiser. He's endorsing it obviously because of his connection there on his on the link on his Instagram. But technically, it's being created by somebody else. But I would like to say that it says here we are raising the funds to donate toward mental health awareness and combat cyberbullying. So again, I'd like to know some more specifics about where that money's going to go. Just asking. I think if you're going to be raising $1 million, you need to let people know exactly where the money, a certain group, or how's it going to be spent? What is an organization? Just you're going to do an advertising campaign or hire people and create an organization? I don't know. We'd like to know more. So I'm not saying anything negative about this fundraiser. It may be going for something very worthwhile, but I'd like to know more for raising all that money. And I think that GoFundMe needs to step up and make sure that this money's going to go where we hope it's going to go. All right, folks, that's it. Okay, now Vlog Under.